Forewarn weather with exclusive cutting-edge technology to help keep you and your family safe.
Feels pretty good out there right now.
It does.
I know, and usually that means, uh-oh, what's coming?
Right. And tomorrow's not going to be a great day, but at least we're not looking at a severe threat for tomorrow.
Very good.
So we'll always look at that glass half full. But check this out. We just came off a 17-day stretch of being in the 80-degree range or higher, as we do have a handful of 90-degree days we have clocked so far this year. But yesterday, our high was 77. And so the last day that we were below that 80-degree mark before yesterday was June 19th at 75 degrees. And we're going to likely be back into the 80s this afternoon. But hopefully you were able to enjoy the relief from the heat yesterday. Seasonal this afternoon, still holding on to that lower humidity. And the sunshine, well, that's sticking around for today. Now, the humidity will be on the rise as early as tonight, and you're definitely going to feel that come tomorrow as we have moisture building in with rain chances. And we'll have another chance or two to round out the week, but a better chance heading into the first part of your weekend. And that's going to bring the storm chances, but like I mentioned, probably not a severe threat. So right now, here's a look at the Detroit River. We have a boat going by. It's just that time of year. Any body of water, we're going to see some activity. 73 degrees in the city, 76 in Ann Arbor, 73 in Pontiac, and Monroe, 75 degrees. So let's go ahead and check out what the forecasted highs are for today. Low to mid 80s across the heart of the metro area. Port Huron might take a little time to get to that 80 degrees if they're lucky, but the closer you get to the water, we trend a little cooler, but a lot of 80s across the mitten. So this evening, are you heading out to Comerica Park? Well, here's your game time forecast. It's a 6:40 first pitch against the Rays, and we'll be in the low 80s for that first pitch and falling into the comfortable 70s by game's end. So no need for a tarp on the field today as we do have dry conditions. Tonight, not as cold. Humidity rises, and we'll be tracking rain chances possibly as early as tomorrow morning. So I'm going to say it's not a open the window type of night, just specifically because of that humidity on the rise. But clouds and radar, you can see by tomorrow late morning, looks like we could have some scattered rain showers draping the area. Better bet once we get into, I'd say, the late afternoon and evening hours where we could have a heavy downpour and still some gusty winds, but likely just not reaching the severe limits. And then once we head into Thursday, gosh, just a slight little minimal chance of seeing something isolated. Rather dry Friday before we're tracking a front that's going to clash with that heat and humidity, and that could bring a round of some thunderstorms going into Saturday evening, possibly lingering into the early part of Sunday. So we'll be fine-tuning the timeline of that, but that's our best chance of seeing, I would say, some stronger storms develop. Otherwise, mid-80s through Thursday, cranking up the heat on Friday, back in the upper 80s. We flirt with 90 by Saturday, and then we'll fall a couple degrees in the wake of that rain, but then we're climbing back in the upper 80s to start next week.